Yeah. How are you, Ravikanth?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah. Welcome to Adi Shankara. Long back. Yeah, my dear students. Good afternoon. You find one personality who is in front of you all on your screen. He is none other than Mr. Ravikanth. Like you, he was there in this Adi Shankara from 2007 to 2011. So he graduated his degree from Adi Shankara College of Engineering Technology in the year 2011. So I remember he is one of my favorite students. If you want me to list 100 students in Adi Shankara, 50 or 20, he is definitely will be in top 20. Why? I remember him. So why I should say more about Mr. Ravikanth. So 2011 batch organized a lot of events, and people in this, like the students of this batch, are really very, very active. And the person who is sitting in front of you is secretary to your SIDEC association. So I think last year we have conducted a lot of elections to SIDEC. So the person who is here, who is going to address you all, he is secretary for SIDEC. And they have organized a symposium named as Flight 2020, I think 3 times under their hands. Yes, Ravikanth?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember one balloon also.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, in the history of Adi Shankara, the only batch celebrated event with a big balloon, which is more than 25,000, not even 1 rupee contributed from college. It is their individual or their the personal money only. So such a great efforts what they have made because of his journey in Adi Shankara. I think I don't know Ravikanth, I should say here, because of the journey what you had in this Adi Shankara made were successful steps. I think benefit ayin anukuntunna nenu. Shall I say?
100%, sir.
Yeah. Students, so Mr. Ravikanth, who is now working as HR officer, who is recruiting people, he is now sitting in a chair where he is recruiting people. So my dear students, now you are listening to your senior, and he is another HR officer to one of the company, Skyroot Aerospace Technology. And I invited him actually as he, without any hesitation, he said yes. He never even time kuda nanu adagaledu, sir, whether you want me to take session ఏ రోజు లేదు, ఏ టైం లేదు, whatever the time. If I say morning 9, he said 9, okay. Afternoon, he said okay. So such a really I should say thanks to Mr. Ravikanth. Ravikanth, I think we are now, this is a different session where people are more here, and we are identifying people whether they are relevant to Adi Shankara or not, and we are allowing them. So that is the situation today. So hope students who are all now listening to your session will be benefited a lot. I want you to address Adi Shankara EC students, and they should choose the core area. So before Ravikanth is taking the session, I would like to say a few words about the session. Ravikanth is going to address you all people on a area called electronics, and how to get success in this your core area. If you see a lot of people who are all if you see all the students who are all passed out, who are all now in final year or third year, they are aiming to go to IT industry only, but they never bother about what is their core subject, what are all the opportunities available in the core. They never bother about that. So I think this is a session where Mr. Ravikanth will address you, will motivate you, will guide you to right path. So with this, I invite Ravikanth to this gallery of students who are all waiting for your session. So I hand over the session to you. Over to you, Ravikanth. Thank you. Please get
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Allow me to share.
Hello,
my screen.
Ravikanth, you are there? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please,
Yes,
please. It is now your session. Yeah, you can
yes,
share
sir.
your session, and you can talk to the people. Okay, right? Please.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I think everyone are able to hear me. Good evening. This is Ravikanth. I am 2007-11 passed out from Adi Shankara College of Engineering and Technology. And so here today, let us talk about career building in core sector, and mostly for electronics students. Guys,
Ravikanth, please on your video also, Ravikanth. Please on your video also.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Once.
Yeah, please.
One second, sir. So can you see my video, sir?
Yeah, continue.
Okay, thank you. So guys, so career building, why in electronics? So that is what mostly we are going to discuss here today. So without any delay, let us start this session. How many of you here how many of you in this college has joined to do a job? Just a quick count, can raise your hands. How many of you here in this college has joined just to do a job? So I can see 45, 70. Okay. So fine, I think like almost everyone are here to do a job. Good guys, great. A great inspiration that you people all have. So do you think if you get a job, then you have secured a good career? So I want to ask you another question. So if you get a job, do you think that you have secured your career? You can raise your hands again. If you think that if you have got a job, meaning of that is you have secured a good career. So then what is securing a career? Then how do you think you have to secure a career? What is the possible way to secure a career? Anyone who can raise their hand and will allow you to speak and you can talk. Now, this is more or less an interacting session. So let us have some discussion here. Sir, you can allow people, one or two people they can talk here in this session, please.
Yeah, in your hands also, Ravikanth. Yeah, you can also.
Okay, fine. So someone Madhavi 4G0 Madhavi or Vishnu, whoever raised the hands can talk. How can you secure your career? Okay, so I think no one here don't want to answer. So let me continue the session. So guys, the only way to secure a career is with passion, guys. So if you have a passion towards your career, then that's enough. You can secure a career without any question mark. So let's move further. Let's have the small discussion here. I'll explain you how and what ways you can secure your career. So there are three possible ways. The work, what you want to do, or whatever you want to do. Let me come to different parts or different directions of career later, but let us see how, and let me help you how to choose, a good path, a good career path. Okay. So if you can see this Venn diagram, okay, there are three main aspects, which is what you love in the work or in any job or whatever you want to do what you love. And second thing is do whatever you are good at. So first thing is what you love, do what you love. Second thing is do whatever you are good at. And third and most important thing is do for money. So do the work which pays you well. Do a business which which you get more returns. Okay. Do a job which you get where you get more salary. Okay. So these are the three main aspects. So now let us see, guys, if you choose to do, if you choose two paths, okay, what you love and first and third path, okay, what you love and which pays you well, okay, then you ends up just like a dream. You'll not have a satisfaction in this. Okay, you'll just like, you'll be just doing some routine robotic work. So let us see these other two uh, combinations, what you're good at and what pays you well. Okay, yeah, you're doing a work which you are good at, and you're doing a work which will pay you well. Then you'll be a rich person, but you'll be bored in your life. And let's see other two combinations, what you love and what you're good at. You'll be happy in these two combinations, but you'll not get good salary, or you'll not get enough money to do whatever you want to do. So guys, always, if you want to have a secured career, all these three things, key things, which you have to keep in your mind, always choose a work which you love. Always choose a work which you are good at. Always choose a career path which you will get more returns. Okay. So this is just a small brief for you. Okay. Let's see the parameters to build your career. And how many of you here are from electronics side? How many of you from electronics background, electronics and communications background? ECE? Okay, let me ask you differently. I think there are 426 people here. So how many of you are not from electronics background? I mean, how many of you are from different department other than ECE? Okay, so guys, let's see. Let us discuss about the parameters to build your career. First and foremost thing, what do you feel is the best parameter to build your career? What is the best parameter? There are lot of parameters. Let us discuss only few here. Okay, what do you feel the best parameter to build your career? I'll come up with the answers, however, eventually, but I just wanted to know what you people, what is there in your mind. You can put it in the chat box.
So, dear participants, please post your what is that answers in chat box. Please use your chat box.
You can post it in your chat box. Okay, determination, skills, passion, interest, great. Strong desire and determination. Again, someone has posted passion, accountability, hard work, vision, right path, passion, dedication, knowledge, consistency, communications with others, self-confidence, hard work, smart work, persistence, self-confidence. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, sir, unmute yourself, sir. So go to more settings, disable annotations.
Okay. Disable.
Annotations is there.
Okay.
And clear the annotations also upstairs.
Where is that?
In upper part. Clear the annotations.
Okay. Great, guys. I think whatever you have posted. Okay, enough guys, enough. Okay, so whatever you have posted, guys, all your views, all your thinking is correct. So let's see few major important uh, parameters to build your career. Have a goal. First thing is to have a goal. Always to have a foresight. So when you join this college, probably I think you would have joined this college, either someone has referred you to this college, or probably your parents has told you to go and join this college, or probably your friends or your brothers or your elders, your cousins or anyone would have told you like, okay, this is a good college. When you researched in about colleges in before, in this MSET council, you would have known, you would have got some information that okay, this college has a good career. So okay, fine, let us go join this college. Now, when you join this college, what was in your mind? So till your intermediate, you would have had some vision. Okay, I want to become an engineer. I want to become a scientist. I want to become a software engineer or whatever it is. Okay, so once after joining this college, your goals would have been changed, or probably you would have stick to the same goal you had. But eventually, your goal will keep changing. Okay, so for most of the people, this happens. But what I recommend you is do not, alter your goal time to time. Fix a goal. Okay, either I want to become an engineer, I want to become a scientist, I want to become a designer, or whatever it is. So fix a goal, fix the ultimate goal. Okay, so tomorrow, after 4 years, or after 5 years, or after 6 years down the line, how do you want to see yourself? Is what is to have a goal. Okay, so first, if you have a goal, then automatically everything will fall in line. If you do not have a goal, then guys, it is very difficult for you to set a career. So right now, if people who doesn't have a goal, I would suggest you to please set up a goal. Let's see the second one. Okay, now knowledge on what you want to be. Okay, guys, suddenly if I ask you to come on and speak upon the current burning topics of a current burning situation of economic of India, how many of you are ready to speak about it? A burning situation of economy of India. How many of you are ready to speak about it? Okay. So I can hardly see 15 to 16 people who has raised their hands, and remaining 400 people, you're not ready to come up and speak about this topic. So the reason why I'm saying this is, if you want to, if something is given to you, or if you're asked to come up and speak about something, can everyone mute your devices? Yeah, thank you. So if someone asks you to come and speak about something suddenly, and only few people are ready to come and speak about it because they have complete knowledge about it. If you do not have a knowledge on it, you cannot speak a single word about it. Or if you don't have a knowledge about it, you cannot write a single word about it. So the best example, guys, at end of your semester, everyone, I'm well aware. So I used to do the same thing. I used to prepare at end of my semester itself, and just before one day of the exam. Okay, so I used to like always keep keep myself involved in extracurricular activities of my curriculum. So always events, always tech festivals, the Flight 2020 which we used to do, always keeping myself busy in those kind of activities. So less of studying and more of extracurricular activities I used to be involved always. So I know myself. I'm like, I'm not shy of saying this thing because it's common everywhere. And you know, always being, you know, having a bookish knowledge is not important. You should always have a practical knowledge. So bookish knowledge is not what I suggest you at all. So a best example is just a day before you people go study for the exam, and next day morning, whatever you remember, you write it. If you don't remember, you cannot write it. You cannot put it down in the paper, right? Am I right? So if you don't have knowledge about what you're doing, then definitely you cannot put a single step forward. So guys, whatever goal you have in your mind, try to have a complete knowledge on that. Okay. The next step is setting up milestones. So what is this milestones? So you can like give me your answers here. What is this milestones? Why do we need to have milestones? So goals is already we have discussed. Goal is the ultimate destination. So what are these milestones again? So you can give your answers in the chat box, guys. First steps of success. Great. Small step. Okay. Fine. So guys, your answers are right. So milestones, to put it in a proper way, they are step-by-step checkpoints or step-by-step paths or steps to achieve your goal. So let's say your ultimate goal is to become a scientist in ISRO. So the reason why I'm taking ISRO is I belong to the same industry. I work. So let me give you a brief about my company here. The reason why I'm giving a brief about my company here at this point is this is something related to the topic what I'm talking about. So guys, I'm from Skyroot Aerospace, and my company is the first private company in space sector. So if you people are well aware about ISRO, so what ISRO does to the country in government sector is what we are doing the same in this country in private sector. So we are the first private company to build rockets, to build a satellite launch vehicles in India. So guys, before starting this company, I'm proud to say that I'm the first employee of this company. So before starting this company, the founder of my company, he had a goal. Okay, so he had a goal. He had a goal to start. He is none other. He is more or less just like you and me. He is a passed out of IIT, and after IIT he worked in ISRO, and post ISRO he started this company. So he was having a very small thought of being a businessman, and at the same time he also has passion towards space industry, space sector, and his goal is to set up a company, and that too in a space industry. So now he has set up his goals. So second thing is he had gained a complete knowledge to set up to achieve his goal. Now milestones. Coming to the milestones, step-by-step procedure, guys. So step-by-step procedure is, now first thing is to gain knowledge or to do a research work, probably. Second thing is, okay, to approach people or to approach people who has a lot of money to invest into your idea. Third thing is to set up the company in take few resources who can support you in getting or in making your goal successful, and then so on, and then at the end you are ready to launch a vehicle, launch a satellite. So this is like step-by-step procedure to achieve your goal. So this is called milestones. So setting up milestones. So setting up milestones is the first thing. After gaining knowledge, you have to do it. Okay. So the moment you think you decide your goal, you have to you have to like do a research about completely how to achieve that goal. And second thing is you have to decide a step-by-step procedure. Okay, in this phase, I'll do this. In the second phase, I'll do this. Third phase, I'll do this. So these are milestones. Guys, if you don't decide this right now at this point, then it is very difficult for you to achieve your goal. Okay, so let us see the third parameter. Research and hard work to achieve each milestone. So it's obvious, the moment you set up your milestones, for each and every milestone, you have to do research and hard work to achieve each and every milestone. So you can say this is common thing. What is new in this? Guys, this is the traditional way of achieving any goal you have. This is not common thing or this is not a new thing. This is the traditional way and this is the only way. Okay, believe me guys, this is the right steps or right path for every person who is listening to me. This is the right steps and right path. Research and hard work. Believe me, this will always work for you. Not only setting up your milestones, also, achieving, helping you to achieve a higher score in your exams, helping you to achieve top rank in your college, all for any of these things. Research and hard work. So whatever faculty teaches to you in your classes, that might be like 5% or 10%, but remaining rest of 85 to 90% is your hard work, your research. Okay, so just to gain book knowledge and put it down in the papers is of no use, guys. Always research and a practical hard work behind the research is important. Okay, and let's see the next thing, confidence. Guys, why do you require confidence? Without this confidence, can't we move further? Sirisha, you can unmute and you can answer whatever you want to say. 4B6 MV Sirisha, can you unmute yourself? I think I can see your hand, which has been raised for a long time. Sir, can we give permission to any 1 or 2 students?
Number, sir?
You can see someone has raised their hand. The first person, whoever has raised their hand, you can give permission to them to talk. 407 Pujita.
Pujita.
Pujita, unmute yourself. Pujita.
Ravikanth, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Fine. Yeah. So, guys, why is this conference such important thing? So, let me give you a small example. So, something which has happened in my life. So, this was the first year which I was in English class. So you know very well who is our English faculty, Usha ma'am. So she asked me to, she asked, basically she asked every one of us to speak something about a topic which I don't remember very well. And out of 67 or 70 people, only 2 or 3 people in our class rised up and we spoke. So no matter what we spoke, we just spoke. The reason why we spoke was there was something in our mind. Okay, I want to speak. Whatever it is, whatever comes in my mind, or whatever even though I know about it or I doesn't know about it, I want to speak. So fine, let me stand up and speak. Believe me, guys, the English which I'm speaking right now was never the English which I was speaking at that time. So never ever think that English is a barrier for you. Okay, so if you don't know English, no problem at all. English is never a barrier for a student to achieve his goal. Okay, mark my words, English is never a barrier. Another best example, my best friend Sharat Chandra, he came from Telugu medium background. Okay, he came from Telugu medium background. Only just intermediate first and second year was his English medium, and after that immediately he joined BTech. And BTech, the 4 years was English medium. And you know very well how good we speak English in class, or how well we speak English in class. So you know how in what way I'm saying. So after this, he is the first person to get placed in Infosys, and he is the first person in our batch to move to abroad and do his job there. Right now, he's settled in abroad in the USA along with the same company, Infosys. So, guys, if English was a barrier to him, how do you think he has achieved his goal? To go work in abroad was his goal. So, how do you think? You know, he went to he came to this college. He completed his course. After that, he joined the job, and then later on, he developed step by step, and he moved to abroad. So the only thing that makes you to achieve your goal is confidence in yourself, self-confidence. So guys, whatever you know, or whatever, if in case you don't know also, try to have confidence in you that you can achieve this. Okay, if you do not have confidence, then you cannot, definitely mark my words, you cannot achieve anything. First and foremost thing is, please have confidence in whatever you wanted to do. Okay, if you don't have confidence in whatever you wanted to do, you can never ever achieve or never ever build your career. So let's see the next parameter. Leadership skills. Is leadership skills really important to everyone? Why do you think leadership skills is really important to everyone? Without leadership skills, there are many people who has got their job. Yeah, I can say a lot of my friends who has got their jobs without leadership skills. Okay, so the only difference for a person with leadership skills and without leadership skills is, with person with leadership skills will keep, improving or enhancing his career step by step very fast. Let's say, for example, I would have joined some company as a trainee. Okay, let's compare two scenarios. First scenario, I doesn't have any leadership skills. Okay, now I have joined a company as a trainee. Next step for me is, next year or next to next year of that, I might become a software development engineer. After that, probably a senior software development engineer. And post that, maybe I might continue like that only. The reason why I'm not becoming a team leader or a mentor or a technical lead is, I'm lagging leadership skills in this. If in case I have leadership skills, then my next promotion will be as a leader, team leader, or a technical lead, or a project manager, or a senior project manager, or so on. It keeps growing like that. Or probably, guys, who knows, you might start a company. So leadership skills are more and more important. Guys, I can proudly say in this college, the only thing which I gained was confidence and leadership skills and communication skills. Rest is secondary. These three things are more and more important. It's fine. Yeah, you might set up your goal later after 2 years or 3 years. Who knows? You might become a billionaire after 10 years. We cannot expect all this. But guys, if you have confidence, leadership skills, and good communication skills, then you cannot be defeated. You will always achieve your career. So whichever path you choose, guys, either software industry or your core industry or government's job or any sector you choose, you will always be, a successful person in your life. You'll always be a successful person in your career. You will never ever need not to look back and see that, oh, I have lost something. That will never happen in your life. Confidence, leadership skills, and good communication skills. This college has given me these three things. Leadership skills. I am proud to say that my college, our college, has allowed me to do whatever I want, especially our HOD sir and the then principal and other faculties who really helped me in doing whatever I wanted to do. And communication skills, yeah, in time it was improved. And Usha ma'am, who was there to really help me to improve my communication skills. Confidence is something something which you should have it. Okay, so how much ever I would try to induct confidence in your brains, it will never happen. Okay, leadership skills, fine. Someone might train you. Communication skills, yeah, someone might train you. But confidence is something which you need to have. So these three things, combination of these three things, guys, will definitely help you to build a good career in your life. So let's see which all directions you can build your career. So guys, how many of you just put your put your answers in the chat box? Okay, someone has texted, leave your fear. Yeah, I'll come to that point also. There is the most important point is to leave your fear, but I'll definitely come to that point. So now I wanted you to put which is the path you want to choose in your career. Which is the path you want to choose in your career? The reason why I'm not giving you the answers which I have prepared here for you is I want to know that you have already set up a path. So please put your answers in the chat box, guys. So you want to do a job, or you want to do a business, or you want to go for higher education? Let us see how many people. Oh, great. You want to work in ISRO, Teja. So someone says robotics, editing, and work in ISRO. Great. Tech entrepreneur, Kalyan. Superb. Then what else, guys? A secure job. Monica. Monica says a secure job. Great. Alia says product-based company like Google. Great. Monica says right path. Okay. What is right path in your view, ma'am? You have to say that. No need to say it to me, say it to yourself. Railway jobs. Great. Okay. Which gives you interest to work. Secured job. Okay. Great. Want to do a job in foreign. Good. Then guys, DRDO, superb. So guys, when I started my career, okay, how many of you joined ECE? How many of you joined especially ECE just because your parents told you to join ECE? Oh, already 6 people, 7. How many of you joined ECE or whichever batch you have taken, or engineering? Let's say engineering. How many of you have joined engineering just because your parents wanted you to become an engineer? Okay, 14 people. Okay. Fine. So guys, this happens to everyone in your life. Okay. The reason, I'll give you a valid reason for this. 10th class, the moment you complete 10th class is common to everyone. The moment you complete 10th class, you will be entering your intermediate. So you have to choose a stream, either MPC or BPC. Okay, these two are the streams for us mostly available in these states, Telangana and Andhra, right? Or let's say in South India. Most of people, the stream which they choose is either MPC or either BPC. So now either MPC or BPC, very few people, I can say out of 100%, only 5 people will choose the right path. Remaining 95% will choose whatever their parents says, or if you want to choose some other stream, your parents will change it for you, right? And later, the only reason because is you are still a kid. You have not got that age to choose. So parents will choose for you. And again, once you complete your BPC or MPC, let's say you have chosen MPC. Once you complete MPC, again your parents will come into picture and they say, my son or my daughter, please choose engineering. So now you don't have any other option rather than to choose engineering, because they are the one who are paying you fees. And second thing, you don't have that matured mind at that age to choose whatever you want to do, right? How many of you agree to my statement? So if we move further, now you have, okay, by any of these influences, you have entered this stream, the current path where you are right now. So this is something which is in your hands. No matter however your past was, and you came and stepped your leg in this path, no matter whatever happened in the past, this current, present tense and your future is in your hands. You can mold this. So guys, take the control of this. Okay. Now if you have not decided your career, your goal, please, this is the right time to choose your goal. Okay. Take control of your life, take control of your career right now, because tomorrow your parents may say, okay, this is good for you, that is good for you, but it is you who has to choose this. You know your capabilities, you know what good, in which stream you are good at, in what work you will be good at. So probably, who knows, you might be good at designing, you might be good at crafting, you might be good at programming, you might be good at electronic board designing, you might be good at anything, rocket science, aerospace engineering, you might be good at any other things. Okay. So electronics people can also work in aerospace. If you people are not aware of it. Okay. So there are a lot of industries. I'll be showing you which industries you can work into. Okay. So your past might not be in your hands, but your future, your current, your present, and your future is in your hands. So this is the right time to take everything into your control and set up a direction. Okay. Let me put few few things in your presence. So which direction you people can choose your career. One is corporate jobs, obvious thing, most of the people will choose. So corporate jobs, I would always suggest you people to choose a right job which you feel that you can do better in that. Okay. So you have joined electronics and communications department, and the reason why you joined electronics and communications department, probably whatever the reasons might be, in current you're in electronics and communication department. Okay, so I would always suggest you to please choose the current whatever you're studying, whatever you're good at, whatever you're excelling your career right now. Choose that path. Choose that kind of jobs. Okay, so everyone blindly, please don't step into software field. So that is not the only option you have in your path. Okay, software is ultimately there. I have seen, n number of students in Hyderabad Amirpet. That is the hub for every student. The moment you complete engineering, everyone will come there, take a 6 months or 5 months course of Java or .NET, and then become and then step into a software field which you completely not have knowledge about it. So what happened to the 4 years you have studied, guys? Nothing. It's all burdala poసిన paneer lantidi. That's it. That is the only word I can use in this context. So guys, do not end up your life in Amirpet. Okay, Amirpet is not the solution for you, guys. Adi Shankara is the solution for you. Adi Shankara will give you a right path. Your department will give you a right path. You will give you a right path. Okay, Amirpet will never give you a right path. Software, okay, fine. If you want to enter into software field, go through campus placements. Okay, but never ever end up into Amirpet. That is my humble suggestion. Okay, so corporate jobs, I mean to say all private jobs. Yeah, this is one path you can choose. Second path is government jobs. So previously, government jobs, probably you might have a different opinion, but right now there are a lot of industries, a lot of companies in government sector. I will give a list of that companies also, which you can choose a right position, a right job, and right where you can set up a right career, right path for you. So government jobs, corporate jobs, yeah, these two are the obvious solutions which you can have with you. And next is research and higher education. So guys, there are few people in even among you who is good at research and who always wanted to do their higher education. So research, probably if you want to higher education in MTech or MBA, and research post MTech and MBA, PhD, postdoctorate. So how many of you here wanted to do your higher education in MS? So you can go there, do your higher education in US or any other country, whichever you feel good at, or whichever will allow you or permit you. And then post that, you can do a right job in that place. And again, come back. See, you have a lot of options. Research, higher education will always help you to enhance your skills. So this is also something which is there in front of you, a right direction. And then guys, coming to the next one, I always encourage people to become the next option which I'm going to put in front of you. I always have a desire of becoming that person, that to be in that position, and which is entrepreneurship, being a leader. Guys, this is the most important thing, the most, what we say, or how can I say, the most prestigious path of your career will be an entrepreneur. See, you don't need to have an MBA skills or you need to have a business skills. You need to be a leader. You need to have managerial skills. That's enough. You can become an entrepreneur. You don't need to have money. You need to require capital money for that. See, nowadays if you have a right idea in your mind, then there are seed investors, there are venture capitalists, there are many other investors who are ready to fund you and do your business. So that is the way that my CEO, my director, my company's founder has got an idea to set up a private company in space industry, where a lot of people has rejected his idea, but 1 or 2 people came forward and they thought, okay, this is a different idea. Probably you might achieve some success. And really, we are in a current position. We are in a stage where we have designed, developed, and tested 3-4 engines of the rocket. And very soon we'll be launching a rocket, and probably end of 2022. So guys, the reason why I'm saying this is, even an engineer can become an entrepreneur. You can see a lot of examples in the current world, lot of examples. If I'm not wrong, the person who has started Myntra, so his name is Mr. Mukesh Bansal, and he was an engineer. He was an IIT passed out. So one more thing, guys, why does always IITs, NITs, these students should become an entrepreneur? Why is it always they who has to become an entrepreneur? Why can't we become an entrepreneur? Why can't we generate good ideas to start a company? So see, if you really have a good thought in your mind, put it properly in the previous steps which I have explained, and try to approach venture capitalists, try to approach the investors, seed investors. There are a lot of people who are ready to invest in a right idea in the current situations. So startup companies are becoming a very successful in current Indian economy. So there are a lot of startup companies, guys. The best example is my company itself. Skyroot Aerospace is one of the best startup company in 2020. So at that time we were very young, 2 years old. So we got the best startup award as well from Indian government. So guys, you have to become an entrepreneur. See, if not now, probably later. Okay, it's not. I'm just showing you a direction. Okay, so let's move further. Why electronics? Okay, I have already told you. A lot of people has joined this stream just because probably your parents would have forced you to join this, or probably some of your, a well-wisher would have told you electronics is the right path or right place where you can, settle yourself or put a right, develop a right career for you. But guys, why electronics again? Why can't it be electricals or computers or IT or civil? Why electronics? So can anyone answer in the chat box? Why electronics? Okay, someone asked me my company name. I'll give my details at the end, guys. Don't worry. Why electronics? You can put it in the chat box. Everyone can see. Since I'm sharing the screen. Why electronics, guys? Why not computers? Why not IT? Why not civil? Why not mechanical? Okay, it involves both software and hardware, two ways. Then, what else, guys? Because an embedded engineer, IT field without electronics, no IT field without electronics. Great. Super very good answer, Aliya. Develop our skills. Okay. How can you develop skills with electronics, guys? Think something different. VLSI. Okay. Feature scope. Never fell down. Okay. Never fell down sector. Okay. Electrical gadgets based on electronics. Okay. Software and hardware. Government jobs. Wow. Superb. Electronics is everywhere. Okay. Yeah, it is everywhere. We are connecting everyone just only because of electronics and networking. Okay, guys, I think I have got a lot of answers. So guys, see, the reason why we choose a path probably in past was because of a pressure, or probably you would have in your mind, okay, electronics is something. Some of my friends, some of my seniors, they are successful in their career. So let me also choose that path. So guys, when you're choosing electronics as your career, why are you not entering your career in electronics post engineering? This is my question to everyone, guys. If you have choose electronics as your career path, then why are you not entering electronics post engineering? Think about it. Software industry, guys, this is a beautiful industry. always a beautiful industry, but you will never have work satisfaction in software industry. Mark my words, guys. Every 2 years, you'll keep jumping a company every 2 years, and you'll never have stability. Every 2 years or every 1 year, you'll keep jumping company to company, and you'll never have stability in software industry. But electronics, yes, as you people told, it's always the ever booming industry. Electronics. Without electronics, there is nothing. Each and everything is connected to electronics. Each and everything. Your software is connected to electronics. So if you want to develop a software, and that if that is to be used, some physical device is required, and that is only through electronics, electricals, or communications. So guys, electronics is, there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of industries, there are a lot of streams where you can choose, where in which you can excel yourself in electronics, guys. So probably you might, whatever you study, okay, few people might have in your mind that, okay, this subject is very difficult. Why am I, why do I need to, choose my career in electronics? Fine. For those people, I can only suggest you, you still have time, and you can do a lot of hard work to excel yourself in electronics, and then probably you can choose electronics as your stream. So there are very easy, no, electronics is not always difficult. There are a lot of other easy, paths in electronics. If probably like one subject would be difficult, other subject would be easy. You can choose your path in any of these electronic streams. So a lot of electronic streams are there. Let us see what they are. So if you are aware of this, and if I am not wrong, all these things comes under electronics. So analog and radio frequency circuits is one of the technologies in electronics for EC engineers. Communications and signal processing is another technologies. Current emerging, see, all these are emerging technologies, guys. The only reason I have given you 10 is these are the most. There is one more one, 11th one, which I'll tell you once I complete all these 10. But these 10 are, okay, computer and digital systems, networking, computer vision and image processing, control systems and robotics. Guys, this is the most, this is like one of the interesting, stream in electronics. Remote sensing, nanotechnology, sustainable energy and power systems, energy storable technology. You can ask me, sir, why are you saying all these? There are a lot of streams in like paths in this which are not related to us, which we have not even gone through our syllabus. But guys, these are the most emerging technologies, most major technologies in EC. Okay, so after a lot of research, I have brought this in front of you, and the best industry right now, emerging industry, is the space and satellite industry, guys. The space and satellite industry. I have seen a lot of companies emerging in space and satellite industry, and there is a huge revenue generation in this industry. You can become a satellite developer. Satellite developing is also a part of electronics and communications, right? If I'm not wrong. So you can become a satellite developer, or you can become a space engineer. Okay. And guys, you always remember one thing, whichever stream you choose, okay, again, get back to the past. So get back to the whichever stream you choose, get back to the past one, which I have told you here. Okay, complete knowledge of what you want to do, set up milestones, research and hard work, and other three things, which is always the mantra of your career: confidence, communication skills, leadership skills. These three are the mantra. Okay, you can say it as a thumb rule, or you can say it as the principles, or you can say it as a mantra. Okay, confidence, leadership skills, communication skills. So this will always, you should induce, or you should like build it in yourself. And whatever you do, guys, set up an idea. Okay, fix to one thing and do all these three things. Okay, so let's get into the next thing. So guys, How many of you are aware of any other things which are not here? Any other things which are not here? How many of you are? Okay, so one person has asked me, sir, why am I jumping to other company? There are a lot of reasons for this. Okay, one is salary, other one is work satisfaction, other one is probably the pressure which you're getting from your seniors or from your management, or probably you don't like the atmosphere. A lot of reasons, guys, a lot of reasons. So you should always be, that is the reason why I told you, confidence, leadership skills, and communication skills. Mantra will always help you. Okay, confidence and leadership skills will help you to, maintain the balance in your work as well as personal life. Okay, you'll always have work-life balance. Work-life balance, if that is not there, I'm not saying about right now, I'm saying about once you join a job or once you take up a career. Okay, work-life balance, if that is not there, then you'll never have a satisfaction. First and foremost thing which you have to do is work-life balance. Second and foremost thing is manage your peers and work managers. You should be capable of managing these two people, peers. So you should never ever try to play politics or involve into politics. Okay, that is the most worst part of a company. Any company, politics will be there. Even in your class also you'll be having politics. There are like there are like some batches, the groups which you form and play politics. So guys, see, that is the different subject. Let us not again come into that, but always follow those 4 principles. Set up a goal, gain a complete knowledge of whatever goal you want to achieve, and have do a research and hard work to achieve each and every milestone. Set up milestones and do a research and hard work to achieve each and every milestone. And with these 4 principles, the mantra which you need to follow is confidence, leadership skills, and communication skills. So leadership skills is something, as if I say, okay, fine, you do like this, you will gain this, you'll become a leader. No, it should come from you. We might show you this is the path, okay, but to achieve that, you should do a lot of struggling. You should do a lot of hard work. Okay, if you're not doing that, guys, no one will be there to help you. It's always from you. You have to bring it from yourself. Okay, so moving to the next step. Before moving to the next step, guys, if I'm ready to answer your questions right now, because next step is like just for information purpose, I can answer any questions if you have. Let me give you 5 to 10 minutes of time. Okay, which is the best electronics in global? Yeah, Teja, for your question, the next slide is the answer. So for this question, that someone asked me, sir, may I know that I said like I'm the first employee of this company. So that person is asking me that do you trust yourself or do I trust the concept of my company? That is, if I would have not trusted the concept of my company, I would have not been in this position. And mark my words, guys, my company will be the first private company to launch a rocket. And at that day, you'll remember my words. Aerospace is always an industry. It's not a private company or it's not something, it's an industry. Okay, how was my performance when I was a beginner? See, guys, you will learn. Okay. I was just a normal person. Okay. I learned a lot from my mistakes. I learned a lot from my step backs. I learned a lot from what I did. Okay. You have to fall down, and then only you will be able to get up. Okay. If you don't fall down, you will not learn. If you don't do mistakes, you will not learn. Okay. If you're doing all right things, if you feel that if you're doing all right things, then guys, that is something called overconfidence, not self-confidence. Okay. So as a beginner, always I'm just like you people. As a beginner, I was doing normally, but at this position, after achieving 8 to 10 years of experience, I'm in a successful position. How a fresher can get placed in aerospace? So again, answer to that is, guys, passion. You should have passion in aerospace industry. If you do not have passion in aerospace industry, then guys, I can, no one can help you out in that. Being placed in a good company versus being placed in a startup, which is the best? Okay, so guys, let me give you you are well aware of TCS, if I'm not wrong, or okay, fine, let me not take TCS as an example here. Probably some other company. Why not TCS? Let's take TCS, take TCS as an example. Okay, so okay, let's not take TCS. Let's take Tata Aerospace. So Tata also is into aerospace industry, and Skyroot is into aerospace industry. So let us just compare Tata Aerospace and Skyroot Aerospace. My company's name is Skyroot Aerospace, SKYROOT, Skyroot. Okay, so Tata Aerospace, if I'm not wrong, there are almost like 10,000 employees, and when 10,000 employees are there, and you are a part of that company, and if you are given some task, you'll be just given only one task. If you are given some task, then you'll be given only just one task. You'll keep working on that task only. You will never step into another task. So probably if in case there is a change in a project, probably at that time you will have a chance of stepping into some other task or stepping into some other work. But startup is not like that, guys. If you have an interest in doing, let's say you're doing one work, X work. Okay, I'm just naming it some random name. Let's say you're doing some X work. Okay, so when you're doing this X work and you feel, okay, I need to do, I have some interest in some Y work. Okay, you're allowed to do that work. You're allowed to get excelled in that work. And simultaneously you say like, okay, fine, I feel interest in X work, Z work. Okay, then you will also be allowed to do work in that Z task. Okay, so whichever task you have, whichever task you wanted to do in startups, you are allowed to do, and your value, your thoughts, or whatever your ideas are valued. In Tata Aerospace, let's say, okay, fine, you will go on like, talk to your CEO of the company, Tata Aerospace, and he'll say, you'll go on like, you'll just say, sir, I have this idea, let us implement this, and he'll ask you, what's your name, which department you're in, what's your experience, what's your designation. This is the first question he'll ask you, just to know he's judging you at that point of time just by your position or just by your experience. But in startup is not like that, guys. Anyone, it's open door policy in startups. Most of the startups follows that. So if you wanted to implement, or if you wanted to give some idea, or if you wanted to showcase some thing which is there in you, then startups is the best place for you. I think I have answered your question for E3. So the next question is, can EC student do MS in artificial intelligence? Yes, you can do MS in anything. You can even do MS in aerospace, space technology. Are you satisfied with your job, sir? Yes, 100%. Can EC student do MS in again? Okay. Are you satisfied in your job? Okay. Sir, do you follow the parameters that you told us? Guys, those parameters is what I followed. That is why I have told you. If I would have not followed, I would have not told you. Yes, we do recruit freshers in obviously companies will definitely recruit freshers. Okay, so the only thing is like you just need to find the right path. Okay, right company. I'll give you a list of some companies. Guys, ISRO is a very vast company. There are a lot of sectors. An electronics student can step into ISRO. A communication student can step into ISRO. Control systems, aviation, GNC, guidance navigation control, mechanical design, propulsion technology, composites engineering, structures. So the reason why I'm saying these words is because I see a lot of my employees working in these departments. So there are a lot of departments in ISRO. So if you are interested, you can like keep checking into ISRO's website for upcoming jobs. The product-based company's strategy is just only one strategy. You just need to have knowledge about it. If you do not have knowledge about it, then it's very difficult for you to enter into any kind of job. Okay, see, probably your college or our college might not bring a lot of product-based companies or a lot of core sector companies, or they might bring. Okay, but it is your responsibility. It is your place to secure that job, to get into that company. Okay, there is no particular strategy for that. Okay, you just need to have knowledge and confidence on it. That's it. Okay, so what is the reason behind you select these ways is I feel the reason why I select these ways is I feel this is the path which gives me success. Okay, so Android developers and web developers will be hired, but not in our company, not in my company. See, if you feel that you have the knowledge to get into step into higher studies, if you feel that you want to gain more knowledge, then step into higher studies immediately is the best option. Or if you feel like I need to gain some more practical knowledge and then step into higher studies, that's also a best option. But I felt, in my opinion, I need to gain more knowledge in management side, and that is the reason why I took higher studies as my immediate career path after completion of my BTech. I did my electronics and communications from Adishankara College of Engineering and Technology, the same college which you are in. So I think I have answered all your queries. In case I have missed any of your queries, guys, you're always welcome to mail me. I'll be also sharing you my email ID. Any more queries, guys? I think I can end. Ravikanth Devara is my LinkedIn profile. So let me end this session and give you some information about the companies which you can seek jobs in. So guys, in government sectors, these are all the companies: Indian Army, Indian Air Force, Indian Navy. In fact, if I remember, Indian Navy used to come to our college, and if I'm not wrong, even now also Indian Navy is coming to our college, if I'm not wrong. Indian Air Force, Indian Army is the three best sectors. DRDO, I think one person who has told about DRDO. DRDO is one of the best place where you can enhance your skills. BSNL, MTNL, yes, these two are also there still. Railways, one person has told about railways. BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited, BEL, and I would.
Ravikanth, sorry to disturb you. To get into this particular company, one of the valuable parameter what students should know is GATE. Please advise that.
Okay. Yeah.
To get job into this area,
yes,
what they have to, they should have GATE. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, so if either to get into any of these government sectors and to pursue higher education, GATE is the most important thing, guys. So I think from my batch or from my previous batch onwards, it started. The GATE has become a trend to Adi Shankara. Each and every year, I can see a lot of people getting all India ranks in GATE. So guys, I also hope, also wish you people to, GATE is not that much difficult. It's very easy. You just need to have some technical knowledge in GATE, some aptitude knowledge, some logical reasoning knowledge. That's it. And you can easily achieve a top score. You can really and easily achieve a top score. With GATE, you can enter into any of these, 12 or more government sectors. Okay, and simultaneously also you can, enter into higher education. So Bharat Electronics Limited, Hindustan Aeronautical Limited (HAL), Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, ONGC. This is like the gas, oil and gas corporation. So corporate sectors. The reason why I'm naming private sectors as corporate sectors, as nowadays these are called corporate companies only, instead of calling private companies. So if I'm not wrong, guys, all these, like I have given you like the most best companies in corporate sector. The reason why I have not named my company in this is, I always wish to put my company's name above all these. So that is the reason why I didn't name my company in this list. So Intel is one, Qualcomm, MediaTek. Intel, Qualcomm, and these are into chips, processors. MediaTek is into semiconductors. Tata is into a lot of it's into almost all sectors. Rockwell Collins again into aerospace and semiconductors and PCBs, all these things. GE, General Electronics, General Electrics is also into a lot of different streams are there in GE. Broadcom is into communications. Havels again into electronics and electricals. Kirloskar is again into electronics and electricals. Honeywell is into a lot of things. Philips Electronics, Philips Electronics very well. I don't need to explain about this company. Bosch is one of the best company, guys, you can work with. One of the best companies. And Siemens again is into chips and semiconductors. AMD is into processors. Midas again is into communications. Bharat Electronics is into the design development of electronics and other related areas. 3M India is again into electronics. Centum Electronics into electronics. Samtel is somewhere. This is something into consumer electronics. HP, Dell, Samsung, Nokia, LG. I don't think I can. I need to give you a brief about these 5 companies. And apart from this, yeah, there are some software companies where you can work in electronic related softwares. So see this, there are like some softwares which are related to working of electronic equipments, and those kind of softwares are developed by the well-known companies like Wipro, TCS, Infosys, Cyient, and Google is also into it. And what else? IBM is one of the best company into it, and Accenture's, whatnot. There are a lot of other companies. So in these companies also, if you want to choose a software company, guys, choose into a product-based software company, not service-based software company. See, if you do not have an option at the end of the day, then fine, whichever you get into, join that, and then later on try to get into this field. Okay, So I can promise you, and I'll definitely promise you that this company, if you step into these companies, your career, you can set up your career and you can have a fruitful career. So thank you guys. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to explain you and share my thoughts about career building. So
Yeah,
this is
thank you, Ravikanth. Really, it is your speech is impressive. So they are asking you to say about your college. What do you say? You answered
okay.
that also. Yeah,
See,
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
I already told you. My college, probably if I would have not been Adi Shankara, I would have not been in this position. Okay, if I would have not been in Adi Shankara, especially if I would have not been under Dhananjay sir, I would have not been in this position. Okay, he and Usha ma'am gave me a lot of opportunities to improve my skills. You know, in fact, there were some other hurdles which I faced, but these two people were there always to support me, to improve my skills, to improve my managerial skills, to improve my technical skills. You know, and especially college management has allowed us to do whatever we want to do. So, guys, if you see the right place to, if you see the right place in this college to make yourself successful, you have to search for that. If you're not able to see that right place, then guys, you can never see it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravikanth. Yeah, please continue. You're trying to say something. Yeah, please.
That's it, sir. That's it. I think people are asking a lot of questions. So, guys, I think. So, can I answer some more questions for these people?
Yeah, please carry on.
So, thank you for the question. Okay. Guys, I attended for placements, but I didn't wanted to get placed in software industry. That is the reason why I have chosen a different stream. And managerial skills was something inbuilt talent in me. So I chose to move on to my higher education, and then I changed my stream of a career. So and you can question me, sir, why are you giving me this much of lecture of electronics? The current field which I am working from almost 4 years is in the field which right now I feel I am in the right position, because with my engineering background and with my managerial background, I am into a right company right now. So Skyroot Aerospace, you can ask me, sir, then how can you implement electronics in or the knowledge or skills in your current company? I cannot implement it, but that will help me to achieve my work in this current company. Of course, Apple is a good company, Teja. Apple is definitely a good company, but getting into Apple is something difficult. It's not that easy for Indians to get into Apple. You need to do MS, and then probably later you can get into Apple. From India, getting into Apple is very difficult.
Yeah, thank you, Ravikanth. I think you have given very vast information. And I invite you to meet our students lively after COVID. Yeah.
Sure, sir.
Definitely.
So I'm very much eager to meet everyone now. All these things
in virtual mode, and I invite, and your batch is really. So, my dear students, I should say you once again good things about Ravikanth. Ravikanth is having always interest towards what he is taking, what he chooses. So that he has proved that particular part in his 4 years career. So when he is in third year, final year, whatever the work I used to have, I immediately inform it to Ravikanth. I think I remember Ravikanth.
Yes, sir.
So why? Because I felt that that work will be gotten through his hands. The work complete the right person, right people. I think there are 4 to 5 members are there in their batch. If I say something, automatically I need not worry about it. I need not call whether it is going on or it is happening or it is under progress or not. But next day when I see the day, I find the outcome is showing through their hands. So that is the greatness of the people. So I even students, you learn a lot of good things, whatever he is saying you, rather than you saying something. Sometimes few things what they missed in their life, they try to advise to their juniors, right? If they fail to do something, definitely they don't want their juniors, their friends, their brothers not to face any what is the challenges. So that's why they are all giving you, right? So Ravikanth, really very happy to have a vast session, a big session, and our students are really enjoyed. I think I invite Mr. Amarendra to give closing remarks. I think, yeah, Amarendra, please continue.
Yeah, how are you, Ravikanth?
Sir, fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah. Nice session. And I wanted to give vote of thanks, where the Ravikanth is one of the person behind the side inauguration to Excel. And one more thing is, in this session, he covered a lot of things. In that, what is the actual career you have to choose, and which parameters you have to build up to receive our to receive our goal or to reach our goal. And he concluded with 3 important mantra like confidence, leadership skills, good communication skills. Later, he just covered with different directions one can expand our careers. And not only that, he has given a lot of information regarding public sectors and the private sectors also. And it is a very good information for all the students who are being in this particular meet. Most probably, he will come physically to us. His services is most important and valuable to us. And thank you once again. And with this, I'm concluding the session. Thank you.
Yeah, Ravikanth, you can unmute your audio. It is muted. Ravikanth, your audio is muted.
Please unmute your.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now it's okay. Yeah. Yes. Really, we are very happy. We started this alumni talks. So it held last year during the beginning of what we can say pandemic situations. Now we started this. Ravikanth is the first person who started this alumni talk for this particular academic year. This journey will be continued, and I request of Mr. Ravikanth to please ask anybody from your company who wish to help our students to go into this aerospace area, something like technology relevant talk. If you are able to provide us, we are ready to take.
Sir, in this context, I would like to say, if anyone are interested to, do internship in aerospace, like really interested people, they can share their resumes to me.
My request is you can arrange any one of the talk or 1 hour talk or on aerospace technology.
Yeah, sure, definitely we can do that.
That is becoming topic beyond, and that becoming advanced technology for the student of EC. Please guide them.
Sure, sir, definitely.
Yeah.
I can ask one of my colleagues who is a PhD doctor. Yeah. And he can definitely give a lot of guidance to our students.
Yeah, students now who are in second year, first year, definitely by listening that session, they get some inspiration over the technology. They start the journey. Now we initiated this gate. So as you are showing you, the first is, my dear students, first is Mr. Ravikanth has shown to you to get into that particular company. The only one field is mandatory is gate. Without gate, those companies, 14 companies won't allow any students to that zone. Yeah, gate is only one fact.
Gate is more important. Without gate, it's completely not allowed.
Yeah. So anybody having any doubt, students? If you have any doubt, you can still post. Otherwise, we once again say thanks to Mr. Ravikanth and we'll end the session. Anybody? Still, if you want to say thanks, you can also post your messages to Ravikanth in the chat box. Yeah. Ravikanth, please post your email ID or in which way.
I have already posted, sir.
Yeah.
I can even share my last slide,
Hmm.
in which my email ID is there.
Yeah, you can share. Okay. Yeah, please. Students, please note down this information.
So I would suggest every one of you to use my personal email ID to communicate with me. If I'm not responding from that, then you can communicate with the HR email ID.
Okay,
Both will be always working.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Thank you, Ravikanth, for your valuable time. With this, Adi Shankara is thanking you from management, director, principal, all the students, our faculty member. From our end, we thank Mr. Ravikanth for this session and for sharing your skills, knowledge, and we are expecting your contribution to your EC students the coming days. Not only in the pandemic, I think a lot of people who remember their elders, juniors, brothers during this particular pandemic, but should not help. So you need to remember your friends or students, juniors, even in the regular time. Anyway, he came multiple times, my dear students, but he came and he met me personally, but I did not give him any chance to deliver any lecture. So, but we used this opportunity. So with this, once again, we thank for this particular session, Ravikanth. Thank you much.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure is mine, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sharma, you can end the session.